We just had a meeting of Nordic and Baltic regional meeting of No Hate Speech Movement, and we wanted to call this meeting to Finland because we felt like we have lots of regional issues that we can see and tackle together against hate speech and work combating hate speech, and also to change and share experiences and tools what we can do.
Now it has been 2 intensive years, and in the last year of this first year of the campaign has been very, very intensive. Why? Because one of the main goals of this first year of campaign was to set up national campaigns in the member states of the Council of Europe, and one of the biggest achievements right now is that we have about 40 states out of 47 member states, which is incredibly a lot, who have set up national campaign committees. Usually these national campaign committees are a mixture of governmental representatives, youth ministries or ministries in charge of youth, and youth NGOs, so young people have a say in the way the national campaigns are going. Now throughout last year we've seen waves and waves of national campaigns being launched, and they work a lot on also translating all the materials that we have and also setting up national specific objectives which make a huge difference.
The National Campaign Committee of the No Hate Speech campaign, Stop Hatprat, started had its launch the 11th of February this year, and we had a seminar in the Literature House of Oslo where the Ombudsperson of Equality and Discrimination was present and held an opening. So basically we had a youth debate that was very successful and talked about how we can combat hate speech. In the panel there was people who in some way themselves had experienced hate speech and were very knowledgeable about the topic. We did some campaigns, some actions, and people said, made statements of I make internet better.
We also produce materials like videos for the campaign, promotion materials, and also a material bank which has lots of tools to youth and youth workers to go through with youth about hate speech and how to combat hate speech, how to intervene, and how does it actually feel to be a victim of hate speech.
Polish campaign started in September 2013, opened by Secretary General Jagland. Since then, we trained about 60 activists. We organized debate during the International Movie Festival about Roma. Then we organized a public happening, which we called the Forest of Hands against hate speech. We gathered campaign coalition consisting of 50 organizations, institutions and groups of people from the field of youth work, human rights and technology.
We've also developed for the campaign a platform, an online platform, because this is still primarily a campaign concerned with hate speech online, even though we take actions both in the online and the offline space. And this platform was designed with a lot of feedback from youth organizations, from young people, from specialists, to provide with tools that can be used actually to combat hate speech. Let's say one of the most obvious one is this Hate Speech Watch, which is a tool to actually report and expose hate speech. And the activists are particularly important in moderating this platform, in also animating it and also taking care of our social media presence.
And I think it was a really good meeting. We got really good concrete ideas how to do follow-up from here, how to work together with teachers' education.
During our meeting we spoke about how important teachers are in no hate speech movement and what we want to do with them and how much we want to training them.
How to do lobbying for the governments, how to work with the gaming areas with ethical codes, and how to work with the European Action Days, which is a really important case for us.
In 1 year of campaign we've also done, I think, more than 8 European Action Days, which are days that are taken place in the whole campaign, and they're involving everyone. And they're a way for us to actually go deeper into particular topics. We have, for example, a European Action Day against transphobia and homophobia that is taking place every year on 17th of May. But we've also initiated days such as the European Days of Victim of Hate Crime, which is an initiative of the campaign and is taking place on 22nd of July.
Our work doesn't stop at the European Action Day. There will be many other events where we can promote the human rights and also fight against hate speech.
There was always a request to have tools, materials, educational materials, particularly on how to deal with hate speech in educational environments, be it schools or youth work events such as trainings and seminars. And for that we have produced a manual called Bookmarks, which is based on human rights education and is providing different approaches on how to deal with the topic. And we are starting now a series of trainings based on the manual.
So basically we are planning a lot of activities this year. We're going to have a youth debate with political youth representatives in May, talking about national identity, inclusive, exclusive identities. We're building a group of online activists that's going to run campaign actions and do a lot of creative activism.
And obviously we're also looking into supporting the national campaigns to become stronger, but as well to learn from the national campaigns, because that's where the actual learning is taking place. So it's a very exciting year ahead of us.
In the near future, we plan to organize competition for schools, for youngsters and for teachers. We want to train young teachers to lead a local campaign in schools. We also want to be present on summer festivals and summer events to show the campaign and gather new fans, gather new supporters and activists. We also plan to organize the Activist Congress in November 2014. We plan to do a lot of gathering, a lot of experience exchange, also with international activists. We also want to gather experts from the field of hate speech combating. We invite you to follow us, what we do. We invite to support us. See you in Warsaw.